Yes! This is part 3 of my little discussion on this character. Um, yeah, I guess bottom line is said the image that people have with this character, all the bullshit that I hear, this and that. All I can say is you guys can go jump off the biggest bridge you can freaking find. Alright, all jokes aside, yeah, I think she's like bottom of high tier or on top of mid tier. I would say she's really good. She has a lot of tools and qualities. Thing is, people just don't protect the weakness, or they do and then they just stop doing it because they just worrying about going in, rushing. The mentality of smashers these days, especially when it comes to character flaws, is really ridiculous, man. Like the smash community, in my eyes, is just stupid. They only go and bias themselves on characters that matter to them, or just the high tier. But it's just it's just bullshit. Or they go on stupid flaws and have that destroy everything that the character does. Or they just have one thing and then they go on by that. Or like, oh, this character got power. This character can kill. Oh really? Then why isn't Bowser high tier? Like, oh, this character got speed, can get in and out quick. Oh really? Why isn't Sonic high tier? It's not all about power. They got problems. They got problems too. No power, speed, all that shit is not the only thing that matters. And that's the thing with this community. Everybody just they focus on shit like that, and then they create their own little bullshit images where and then with Peach, she's a victim to that shit, and there you go. You have what people say, how people look at her now, outside of how certain Peach players, or let's say all of us, the way we all playing, we just create the image. Not including that, it's just a lot of bullshit. Like I've been into the tier list and I hear discussion about this character and I'm just stuck on stupid. Like really? Like do you really play this character? Like do you use her in tournaments? You know her flaws and weak, you know all her matchups, you know how to get in straight free, you know all the tricks you can do, you know the damage they're supposed to die, you know when they hit you really know all this shit with this character? For you to be talking all that? It's just I mean back then I was debatable, now now it's just like, whatever, you can talk all the shit you want. Unless I'm like bored or whatever, like I'll correct somebody and just state the facts, and then I'll just dip. But other than that, it's just now it's nah whatever. No, you can think if you want. That's the way I see it. If people want to see this character the way they see her now and say all this bullshit and think that she can't do certain things, I'm like, alright, you know what? You go ahead and think that. Because when I pull all that shit off on you and win a match, you're just making it easier for me. Like you make it easier for me to win. If you don't want to listen, alright. Don't. When I play on point and I do all this, I keep my momentum up, I start kicking your ass, all this. When I beat you, what excuse you have? What Johnny gonna make? Oh, I was tired. Oh, I'm not used to how this person plays. Oh, I wasn't camping hard enough. That's the only person. Like, whatever John you can think of to make yourself feel better for losing to some shit that you thought that wasn't possible. Like, alright, go ahead. I just laugh, smirk, I just walk away. I got nothing to say. But that's about it. Just feel a warm fuzzy on the inside. That's pretty much it. But yeah, man, that's basically it. Like emotions kick in too. Like me personally, one of my problems was like emotions. Like if I get hit like probably 2 or 3 times, like my gameplay just dies. I can't play anymore. Like I start getting annoyed, and when you get annoyed, you're not thinking clearly. Like I said before, you start doing dumb shit, and then somebody that you're probably 10 times better than, they start fucking you up with a matchup that you clearly win. You know, you're smarter than the player. You know more about this game than they do. You know more about the matchup than they do, and the reason they kicking your ass because you're not staying in the zone. You're getting annoyed. You're not focusing. You're doing dumb shit. You're approaching where you shouldn't be. You're sitting back and letting them camp when you should be pressuring them. Shit like that. That was like one of my biggest problems. That's why like in tournaments these days I've been losing to everybody. somebody's not that good, or I'm even with somebody on skill level, and I know damn well I can kick their ass, I never do it because it's just it's for emotions. So I pretty much it. Like this character, when you don't protect your weaknesses, you're getting punished really freaking hard, even matches that you win. And like I said, you have to be on point with this character 100%. You have to stay focused. You gotta be in the zone. You have to plan things out. You always have to plan, like from start to finish. Sometimes games might be freaking. They might take time. Like let's say Pete versus Zelda. Like Pete beat the shit out of Zelda. Like you camp or you pressure wall, Zelda can't do shit. But if you playing a good Zelda that's playing it safe and like it's just baiting things and sees all this shit, that match could freaking take a while because you do not want to get hit. You fuck up once, she's gonna up smash you or down smash you, put you in the air, and that's a position you don't want to be. Even shit like that. You have to keep it, keep the momentum alive, keep paying attention, keep planning, keep strategizing, keep baiting. Do not stop until you see game and your character is celebrating on the screen. And until then, you cannot let your guard down. You cannot fall asleep. You cannot get lazy. And that's what I think one of the biggest problems is with the metagame with this character. People get lazy. They either get lazy or they are lazy. Like, they just want to hit. They just want to be fancy, do all this crazy shit just to show off and freaking stand out in the community. That shit doesn't matter when it comes to competitive. Nobody gives a fuck about that, man. Like, real talk, nobody cares. The only people that care is like what, either your boys, your fanboys, whatever. Other than that, nobody's gonna give a shit about that. They only care about you kicking ass and winning. That's how you truly get respect. Even if you get your ass kicked, if you're still going in, you're focusing, but you lost because you simply got outplayed, or you made like one or two mistakes that really doesn't matter. You still get your respect points. You're still seeing it, look, player, don't force it. Don't do shit that's unnecessary just to freaking show off and stand out in front of them. Like, come on, man. That doesn't get you anywhere. Don't do that. Just focus on keeping your head in the game. That's what matters. I said that's how I see it with this character, man. And like the Smash community when it comes to this character, like I said before, whatever. They can go jump off the biggest bird, take a freaking strike. I don't mean shit to me. Like I say, all it does, and the way other Peach players see it, I'm telling you right now, when you hear shit like that, all it does is just makes your job easier. That, oh no, you can't do this, character. I got nothing to worry about. LOL. You're making it easier for me to win. When I should be having trouble, you're making it like 10 times easier because you think I can't approach you. You think you can camp me hard and there's no way I can get in and freaking reverse the pressure. Alright, go ahead. You're making it 10 times easier for me to win. Like, I love that. I take advantage of that. And other people take advantage of that shit too. But, yeah, I guess that's pretty much on the discussion on, what I think about her as a character. I said just Peach players right now, what they need to do. And I said, when I say Peach players, this includes me. I'm making this discussion, but it does not exclude me at all. I'm in this, I'm just as guilty as everybody else. I said, they need to focus on how to plan from start to finish. Use all your freaking tools. If you know how to bone walk, practice bone walking. Don't freaking limit yourself. You got all your options with your character. You gotta learn it. If like bone walking is too hard for you, you're freaking limiting yourself. Don't do that. That's what a lot of American players do these days. That's what I said. I don't care if people get salty. As I said before, that's why freaking America lost to Japan. They just focus on simple shit, while Japan, they're just creative with what they do and whatnot. Look what happened at Apex 2012. Niggas got their asses whooped and now they're salty, blaming stages. Come on, let's not do that. Like, seriously, let's not do that out here, man. Like, stages is not the reason why you got your asses kicked. Freaking not knowing a match or playing stupid is not why you got your asses kicked. Come on, give the Japanese the respect, yo. You already know why. You just don't want to admit it. Get that pride out your head. You're not gonna get better doing that shit. That pride, that egotism, this shit that America has is freaking disgusting. Like, it's not gonna get you anywhere, man. Like, you gotta get it out. But, like, yeah, damn, man. I got so caught up with the conversation. I forgot what I was saying. Where are we going with this? Oh, I don't remember. But yeah, like peace players, they gotta try to figure out how to keep the momentum. Don't limit yourself. If you know how to if you know how to free pull, you know how to do it manually. Practice doing it manually. Don't limit yourself. It increases your options. It makes your evasion better. Some people shit like that. They don't want to do that. Be like, oh, all right, they're just gonna limit themselves. While they might do decently well, they could lose matches where they could win them, but they don't because like they're not bone walking, they're not free pulling, they're not abusing her turnip cancels, the tricks. They're not abusing, doing this. They Z drives freaking hit somebody with a turnip and then you can recatch it again. They're not doing that. You're not doing shit like this. You're limiting yourself, and that's what a lot of P players do. They limit themselves. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. And when you limit yourself, you're doing all this shit and that. You freaking match you getting fucked up and all that. That's what people say the thing they do about this character, and have this stupid ass image in their head that I've been here since 2008. Like, come on, man. That shows like no progress is being made. People are not trying to step it up as hard as they can, and that's what needs to be done. That's what needs to change. That way, freaking people like when they use this character, they can start going in. They can start beasting. Freaking matchups won't be as hard as they are now because you're not limiting yourself anymore. You're doing things and abusing matchups advantages and avoiding their flaws. Like, that's pretty much it. That's how it goes. Um, I think that's pretty much all I have to say on this discussion. I would just like to give a shout out to like everybody that actually supported me at Apex 2012 to make it out of bracket. Like, honestly, there was a lot of people that I wasn't even expecting for their support, and I freaking got it. There was even matches where I was losing bad, or I was down a match and shit, and I was like being rooted against. It was just me by myself against being rooted against other people, and I was able to pull off the win, or I was being rooted against, and then I had people support me saying, you got this, keep it in the game, this and that. It was pretty surprising. So yeah, I would, give a shout out to you guys. If it wasn't, for you, I don't think I would have had the mentality and the momentum to keep the fight going. So yeah, thanks to you guys out there. Uh, that's it. Oh, shout out to the Peace players, obviously supporting Uncle P since 2008. Even though there's been times where I've gone a little crazy. You already know that. Times where I just sucked in tournament. I've lost to pretty much everybody, even freaking randoms, beginners, whatever. And you still saw me as a freaking beast Peace player, even though I would never accept it. I could never accept that compliment. Yeah, shout out to you guys keeping that faith alive. I believe that's about it. Keep training, keep working hard. Don't let what the people say about this character, get to you. If they think certain things, like I said, it just makes it easier for you to kick their ass. That's the only way to put it. Just practice. Remember, this character's not easy to use. It takes a lot of work. If you're not willing to work that hard, yada yada yada. I said this shit in the other video, so I'm not gonna repeat myself here. Yeah, until the next video idea that I make. Peace. Character's too good for this game. Remember that.